Are Turlock home prices rising, or is this market finally starting to cool off? Because here's what's making people pause right now. Depending on which housing source you look at, Turlock's spring pricing is still landing in the mid to high 400,000s, with homes taking roughly 39 to 45 days to sell. That is not a crashing market. That is a market sending mixed signals to buyers and sellers at the exact same time. And that creates the real question. Is Turlock still a seller's market, or are sellers starting to lose their edge? Let's break this down clearly. Movoto's March 2026 Turlock page shows a median list price near $489,000 and about 45 days on market. Its March updated trend page also shows roughly 182 active listings and 18 new listings. Meanwhile, Redfin's February 2026 data shows a median sale price of $437,250, with homes selling in about 39 days, and Zillow's February update shows average home value around $478,202, down just 0.6% from a year ago. So what does that tell us? It tells us Turlock is not overheating, but it is also not falling apart. That distinction matters, because a lot of homeowners hear cooling and assume prices are dropping fast. But that is not what these numbers show. What they show is a market where prices are still holding in a relatively strong range, homes are still moving, and buyers are still active, but they are taking a little more time and making more careful decisions. Now here's where it gets interesting. Nationally, March 2026 housing data shows more inventory coming back and more newly pending listings, which means spring momentum is real. Realtor.com reports active inventory rising year over year nationally, and Zillow says newly pending listings in March were the highest for any March since 2021. That fits the seasonal pattern. Spring brings more buyers into the market, especially families who want to move before the next school year and before the summer hits. And Turlock fits that story. This is not a panic market, it is a strategic market. That means sellers can still win, but not with lazy pricing or weak presentation. Here's the mistake I see people make. They look at a number like 475K, 480K, or 489K and think, perfect, I can just list high and wait. But buyers right now are smarter than that. They are comparing every property online, they are watching condition, they are noticing price reductions, and they are moving fast on the homes that feel priced right from day one. So are Turlock prices rising? In the short version, they look stable to slightly mixed depending on the source, not sharply rising and not sharply falling. The market feels more like a seller's market with guardrails now. Buyers are still there, but they are not chasing everything blindly. That's why spring matters so much. Because when more buyers step in, the homes that are prepared properly still rise to the top. So what does this mean for you if you live in Turlock? If you're a seller, this market is still giving you a real opportunity. But the win is not automatic. You need a price that matches today's buyer expectations, a home that shows well online, and a launch strategy that creates urgency before your listing goes stale. In a market where homes are still taking around 39 to 45 days, the first couple of weeks matter a lot. That's when your best buyers are paying attention. If you're a buyer, the story is different. You may have a little more breathing room than buyers had in peak frenzy years, but you are not in a bargain market either. Turlock still has meaningful buyer activity, relatively firm pricing, and enough spring demand to keep good homes competitive. So the bottom line is this: Turlock home prices are not crashing. They appear to be holding relatively steady, with some cooling from prior highs, while the market remains seller-leaning enough that strategy still matters. And honestly, that's where a lot of people get it wrong. They wait for a perfect market headline. But real estate decisions are not won by headlines. They are won by timing, pricing, preparation, and execution. If you're thinking about selling in Turlock, now is the time to get clear on your numbers and your strategy. Call or text me at 209-345-3836. I'm Monica Franks, the seller's agent. Who you choose matters.